these are the trades. It is Pilot that traded this stuff. Like more than $4,000 was made within 1 week, 1 month, 2 weeks. Yeah, let's say 1 month, 2 weeks.
That's a demo.
And this is a demo account. Exactly. I just purposely tested this on the demo very well. I just left it. The boat was on 247 doing CPI, NFP, all the news. It was trading. So I left the boat. I didn't even check it. I just check it once a while.
Okay, so now on your own live account, so far since you've been using Pips Pilot, how many percentage have you made so far? Do you think you've made so far?
On my live account, I will say that I've done over 300%.
Yeah.
So far on Pips Pilot. Yeah, I made withdrawals.
And how much was your trading capital when you started?
When I started, I actually started with 100,000 naira. Though I don't advise people, I advise people to start with like $500 upward, which is over 70,000 or something. But then when I was testing, because I know what I'm doing and I can afford to lose that money, so I was like, okay, I started with 100,000 naira, and then within the period of a month, I have made withdrawal of 50,000 naira weekly.
So you were
like
making
is it not
of 50,000 naira?
Exactly. Sometimes if I hit the target of 50,000 naira, I mean, there was a day I traded just 3 days. The consolidation was very, very good. So within just 3 days, I made about 67,000 naira, and on Wednesday I off the boat and I made withdrawals, and I was done for the week.
50,000 to 60-something thousand naira a day in Nigeria is good money, because if you look at it, if you're making that 50,000 naira a day for like 3-4 days a week, that's 150,000 in the month.
Yeah, sure.
Not even a lot of people earn 600,000 a month.
No. It's not a day. I said in a week.
Okay,
remember?
In a week.
It's not a day. In a week.
Oh yeah, because your capital is 100,000, right?
So it's just as the risk for that capital is very high, though I know it's very high. So later, when I experienced a drawdown, I immediately added some capital, make it 300,000 naira. So, but on the norms, before I added capital, though I have like reserve, you understand, in case of any manipulations. That's why I was like, okay, let me just add 100,000. Maybe let's see whether broker can manipulate or something. So then I was testing. But after when I've tested and I see how it works, I deposited another account, which it was $500. That one to my target is in my currency, in Nigeria currency, is about 50,000 naira also. So that's just it. So that is how it is. That is how it was going.
But that's
but if I said the account I started with, I don't know why.
Have you ever blown an account before?
Yeah.
Have you ever blown an account before?
It has not happened.
Really?
Since when I've started using Pips Pilot, it has not happened.
So since you've been using Pips Pilot, you've never blown an account before?
No, I've never blown an account. Even though since when I've started trading, I've never blown.
How do you manage your bot? How do you manage your robot? What strategy do you use? What sort of risk management strategy do you follow? Any tips you want to give out?
Majorly, I use my boots that I think, okay, is helping me. Is that once I see that the market is, let's assume the market is overbought. Like, I don't think, let me see whether I can quickly come to. So once I see that the market is overbought, I immediately just I will just change my boat direction to sell.
Okay, so what you do is you sometimes you tell the bot to buy only or sell only.
That's what I do. Exactly, just buy only and sell only. So I will just check the market, and once I see that this market is overbought, like the market, I've seen that yes, this thing's supposed to start selling, so I'll put it on sell only. Sometimes it will still go, you understand, it will still manipulate it to go higher small, but it will still surely come back to my direction.
So what you're doing
from there, I
do a bit of technical analysis into the use of
exactly.
But that's the problem a lot of people
exactly that's
mistakes a lot of people make. They think because this is a robot, They just want to plug and play. They just want to leave it and let market just do whatever it wants to do.
Because what I noticed, especially when I was using the buy and sell, sometimes the market will go and buy when the market is already overbought. You understand? Let's assume that market has already stressed, even RSI, everything as this market is already over. You have seen that buyers have already buy everything, and it will surely start selling. You understand? It will surely start selling, but because you don't know how the ability of when to change your direction, so you just leave. Sometimes you just check your market. The market will buy like with sniper entry instead of, you understand what I'm trying to say? And that sniper buying, it will start. So the drawdown will be much. So it's 50-50 for account to survive, because once market has been, once the boat has picked a buy trade, when the market has already overbought, like the market has already overbought, the market is already pick it at the top, like sniper entry. So before you know, if the market just brings small drawdown like this, just a 30 or 40% like this, or some percent, 8% like this, you just see that the money. But if you have a very good capital, like there was a guy, I don't know, the guy is, I don't know his name, but it was on Telegram. There was a lot of people that came to me doing Naira, because I think I'm the one that started, should I say started using Naira account? Or I'm the one that really influenced people to start using Naira account in P-Pilot. This guy was using, is that?
Yeah, I think it was you that started. You were the first to start to use Naira account.
When people were like seeing me, when people were like seeing cashing out of 50K, you understand? They were like, they are Nigerian, so it seems it's very. And one thing I love Xnest, that's one thing I love Xnest broker with. Their withdrawal is swift. Everything about them is superb. Like they don't manipulate. Xnest is still one of the brokers that I know that yes, they are very good for P-Pilot. And there was people coming to me. Then there were a lot of people there that have put through. There was a guy he has made over with his capital of 2 million. He was in the P-Pilot group, and I put him through, gave him settings and everything. He has made more than 600,000 naira.
That's
He used to come to me and
that's close to 50%, about 40%.
Yeah, he used to come to me, and he made the profit within 2 or 3 weeks, so not even up to a month.
That's amazing. So then, what tips do you want to give to people with their settings? People that have P-Pilot, what tips do you have to give them?
Tips I will just give to them is number one, for people that want to, for people that and I was saying, number one, should I go ahead? Is what's the question again?
No, the question was, what tips are you going to give to people using P-Pilot on their settings, how to manage your account?
So number one, I see, first of all, for people using prop firm, it is, to me, it is another different case, because sometimes people carry that prop firm money in their head instead of putting the daily drawdown, because I believe once you are using prop firm, the daily drawdown is your capital, not the maximum drawdown safe. If you are using both the EA, the daily drawdown is your capital. But let's assume that you are manual trading. I can now say that the maximum capital is your the maximum drawdown. The maximum
capital.
Like the maximum.
I understand your maximum capital, like your overall drawdown.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. Because prop firm have daily loss, daily maximum drawdown, and maximum drawdown. So if you are manual trading, like you are risking, let's assume that with a $100,000 account, which maximum drawdown of, let's say, $8,000 or $7,000, daily drawdown of $3,000. If manual trading, you can trade today and lose $1,000 and trade another day. So maximum drawdown works perfectly for manual trading. But while dealing with EAs directly, that Pilot, any EA, which is any bot, what they should have in mind is that the daily drawdown is their capital. Some people, because they are trading 10,000, I was in the group, I saw something in the group that was surprising to me. When I saw someone with a $10,000 10 trade account, and he said he has made with a lot size of 0.1. I was just laughing in the group. I was like, wow. A lot of people started advising him that, bro, you are just lucky because he actually made $200 or $400. People were like, wow, congratulations, bro, you are just lucky.
But the thing
Just
is,
make sure you
you're
are careful.
right.
This is your lot size because
You're right with what you said. When people are trading with, let's say, $10,000 account and the daily drawdown is like, let's say, 3%, which is about $300, right? Now, they forget that $300, they should look at that $10,000 account as a $300 account. So they will be using lot size that they would have used on a $10,000 account
exactly that.
on a $300 account. So that's why I always advise people when they are using Pips Pilot to, especially when they're using a demo, a prop firm account, they should consider their account. They should use their daily drawdown as their maximum drawdown account. A lot of people are using FTMO with Pips Pilot, for example, and the daily drawdown on FTMO is 5,000. On a $100,000 account is 5%, which is 5,000. So I tell people, if you're using, that means you have to consider this $100,000 account to be a $5,000 account. So don't use a lot size that you would have used on a $100,000 personal money on that.
Yeah.
So treat it as a $5,000 account. And from my own experience as well, I always advise people to also use to reduce their multiplicator.
Exactly.
Reduce multiplicator.
Yeah, reduction of multiplicator and
it's not about multiplicator and lot size, really, and step size.
Yeah, multiplicator and lot size, and they should not use stop loss. That is it.
So now, yeah, you live in Nigeria, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you think people can survive? People can make a living? Like you, honestly speaking, I'm so proud of you. Like I said, you're even managing my money. A lot of people don't know that you're managing, and I'm gonna give you more accounts. And a lot of people, because I showed some of the result to some people, and a lot of them are impressed with the result. So a lot of people want to come in as an investor, which I've not been into it, but I will respond to them, and if everything goes on well, I will get those accounts and you're gonna add it to the portfolio. And that's also because I like the way you manage your trade, the way you do your risk management. You're so patient, you're not greedy. You're an amazing trader, to be honest. Now, do you think as a Nigerian, people can make a living out of Pips Pilot from your own experience so far?
But yeah, I 100% they can make a living from Pips Pilot. At least over, should I say, I've been over about 5 months plus now. I've been making money from Pips Pilot, like weekly, not monthly, weekly. I've been drawing weekly, and I still have percentage from account management also. So I believe once that two comes together, to be honest, to be fair with you, is cool money, especially for people that are working. Like if they have one capital somewhere, there are some people that they are working and they have 10 million, 5 million, 1 million, like they have money somewhere. They can just put it with just small, slow and steady rates, and they should just say, okay, this one is just for service. In a year, I'll be cashing it out, or in a month, I'll be cashing it out and I'll be saving the money. By the end of the year, they will make 100% of accounts.
I have this account for myself that I use for holiday. I just put Pips Pilot on it. Low risk. So I don't touch it, I don't withdraw. It's always compounding. So whenever I want to go on holiday, whenever I want to go somewhere, that account is for holiday.
That's what I did to this $10,000 account. On a norms, if this $10,000 was live account, because the account I showed you on $10,000, the starting was around. Is it not? It seems like it was 0.5. but it's because it was a demo account. So I just wanted to try the game. Let's say it was. Okay. Let me flip the camera. So this is it here.
Okay.
So I think I started with 0. First of all, I first started with 0.25. I was like, okay, let me increase it to 0.5. So I was using 0.5. Though I wouldn't advise someone with the $10,000 to use this capital lot size. You understand? Because when then Euro USD was oversold.
Right.
You understand? It was oversold. So I started buying from the bottom around. I remember I started buying around, if I check, the network is not breaking. I remember I started buying from the bottom, so I just left the boat at buy only. So it was going smoothly. Even though I want to experience drawdown, the drawdown will just be small. You understand what I'm saying? It will just be a little drawdown. So it made this profit for me. The suitable thing about this boat is, if you want to, like, if someone is a swing trader, like you are an analyst, that you look forward to, let me say you are looking forward to 1:30. There are some traders that swing, that they analyze, and sometimes it's just small stop loss, and they used to have small stop loss, tight stop loss. You understand? Traders that have tight stop loss. There are some traders like that, and the market will just go against them small, and they will just lose $500 like that. Instead of that, they can just go with people that, okay, I know that this market will buy to this state, which is like, let's say, 1:50. There are some traders that analyze, and you will see, even your trades, I used to see it. I've seen, you have done one, you see 1:60 or something. I was like, this is crazy, man. You just take $1,000 risk, but you have made $6,000 profit. That's crazy. So that kind of thing, you can just set your boat at buy only. And one thing I love about drawdown is, if there is drawdown and you recover, it's always sweet. Like, the profit is always huge. There was a day I made 50% of my weekly cash out doing drawdown. I was in a huge drawdown of like 280 something, or is it not 280 something thousand naira? So immediately I wanted to recover like this. I recovered with not 25,000 something. Like, my profit for the week, I made 50% of my weekly profit just in a recovery trade.
Yeah, the thing is, the bigger the drawdown,
and everything was
the bigger the drawdown, the more profits you make. That's
exactly
what people understand. But a lot of people.
And one thing I noticed about this 1.6.
Pardon?
One thing I noticed about this 1.6 multiplicator, if you have a very good capital, that 1.6 multiplicator is very faster to recover when you are in drawdown.
Yeah.
It makes you recover
faster. The drawdown, the more profits you make. Just that people are so emotionally attached to money, and when they're in drawdown, they start panicking. Look at it this way. If you're trading a live account, let's say you're trading a $10,000 account, personal money, right? And you're risking 1% per trade, right? 1% of that 10,000 is what? $100, right? Do you know that normally it is possible for you to have 4 losing streaks in a row? If you're trading manual, you can lose 4 trades in a row. You can lose 5. You can lose 6 trades in a row. It's possible. But let's say you're trading manually and you're on a losing streak and you've lost 4 trades in a row. That's 4%. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's 4%.
Yeah.
Do you know that that's 4% of your trading capital. Do you know that if you're trading with Pips Pilot, for example,
you
will hardly get to 4% drawdown. You can't get to 4% drawdown all the time. Sometimes you can use Pips Pilot for a month, 2 months, and no crazy drawdown.
Exactly. Like, I've used it for straight. There was a time I used it for straight. That was when I was like, you need to study this thing very well, because sometimes market in a month, throughout that month, market will just be fine.
Market will be fine.
And sometimes you will see why I'm catching out. Another person will be like, I'm in drawdown, because they are going against the trend. And once they recover, they will still make money than me.
They'll still make money. But then what people don't also understand is that now they don't know that if you're trading manual and you have 4 losers in a row, that's 4%, and you're trading with Pips Pilot, and you have good months. Let's say for the whole month 1, January, no drawdown, you made 15%. February, no drawdown. You made another 10 to 15%. That's 30%. And the third month, you then experience a little bit of drawdown, maybe 3%. They start panicking.
Exactly.
They start
What
panicking.
what strategy I can say that okay, I can say that okay to be one of the best for Pit Pilot is once someone wants to start, you should just start slow and steady. Me, I believe okay, if you now make 100% of your capital, you can now increase your risk a bit. Let's assume that I started with a $1,000 account with 0.03 lots, and within a period of it may take time. That's why to me I don't really like passing prop firm with Pit Pilot, because the period you are passing prop firm self, the prop firm may crash. They may bring out another policy or another rule.
That is why I also advise people to go with instant funded. Just go straight to the account and start making money. That's it.
But let's assume that if you have like $1,000 or $2,000 account, you are making profit somewhere, and you are like, you have another free money. Okay, let me get prop firm passing. Okay, you can take the risk. So you know that okay, why passing?
You like passing that money. You're always against prop firm.
Even when I was trying to, I have give up on prop firm a lot because they just try all their strategy is just to chop your money, just to earn money from you. They are not paying anybody, they are not giving anybody money. The time I'm just waiting for a prop firm that will launch and that will be genuinely that yes, real money. By then they will know that yes, there are some traders that are very serious.
No, I don't think there is one. It's a business.
It's a lie. All of them, they are just 419. Like they are fraudsters. They are using style to.
But anyways, let's round this up. So far, you're happy with your progress. You're happy with Pips Pilot. You're happy with. I'm also happy for you, honestly. Like I said earlier, I'm proud of you. So I believe a lot of people would have learned one or two from this video. You know, about their risk.
And again, one more additional opinion.
Sure.
Advice that in their settings, the major thing. Number one, which is the multiplicator. Number two, number one, lot size. Number two, multiplicator. And number three, step size.
Yeah.
Step size. I don't remember that. So those three is just the major thing they need to edit. And the normal one, they should just leave the normal take profit, and they can increase that if they like. But that one is just normal. But the major one is the lot size, multiplicator, and step size. Like that step size, I advise 100. Some people, the lot size.
I talked about in the course. You know, I made like a course for Pips Pilot
Okay, that's.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah, it seems I saw the story.
You be Agbawu. Or you said if you do course for me on Pips Pilot, But anyways, so I believe a lot of people would have learned one or two from these videos, and I thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. So what we're gonna do now is today is Sunday. It's time for I need to break my fast and also analyze the market before market opening. But then, thank you, Adex, Ade. God bless. And if anything else, if you have tips, me and you, we are always in communication anyways. And if there's anything we need to discuss that we believe is going to help people using Pips Pilot,
sure.
People that wants to use Pips Pilot, I will call you on board again. Then we can have this conversation again. But I believe this video is going to help a lot of people, and it's also going to give them the confidence they need to use Pips Pilot. You know, it's an amazing bot, honestly speaking, and I see no reason why people are going to have issues with it. You know, the most important thing when it comes to Forex trading.
The major reason is there are some people in that group that have $5,000 capital, $10,000 capital, but they are too greedy. Why will I have a $5,000 capital? I'll be using starting lot of 0.3, 0.4. Why? If I have a $5,000 capital, my highest lot size I can say I will use is like I can start with 0.07 or 0.1.
5,000. If it was me, I'll probably start with 0.05.
That's it. 0.05.
I'll start with 0.05 and I will use multiplicator of like 1.2 or 1.3. Then I will use a step size of between 10 and 15, between 10 pips and 15 pips. That's what I'm gonna use. So it's not
It's really favoring. But if it's buy and sell, I can say that okay, you just want to leave the account, even though when there's news, there's no news. 0.05 would be nice. You surely take profit. But once they now make like 50% of their account, they can now go to increase. But to me, what I believe, any investment, what I believe in any investment, once you make 100% of your account, you can just increase your risk as you like. By then, it's just as if I use a $10,000 capital, and within 6 months I made $10,000. I can increase my risk that okay, I want to make $20,000 within the next 6 months or 15. You understand? So like more than
so with
100
the
or 50.
projection before the end of the year, how many percent do you think you're gonna make so far? Since you're already about
It depends. I don't like to brag. So I love when I work and I've seen the result before I say yes. I don't like something that there are some people that come to me that, boss, can I drop $1,000 for you? How many percent? I will just say, don't worry, I don't need your money. I swear to God Almighty, wallahi azim. I'm fasting. I'm being honest. Like I've seen someone that like, okay, I have 2 million, I have 3 million, but most of them don't have changing knowledge, and I don't want problem. So I will just tell them that no problem, just keep your money.
That's the
Because
best.
once you tell them, they will just stick to that percent. Want to make the target. But once you are like, any amount we see, we are going to share profit. This month we may make 1,000 naira, and next month 1,000,000 naira.
There's no peaks.
Any amount we see, what we just need to agree on is the percentage and how we are going to pay money.
Yeah,
exactly. This forex market can change.
Okay. I think I lost him. So, anyways, I hope this video is gonna help a lot of people to understand Pips Pilot, how to use it effectively, how to manage your risk effectively, and also those people that might be interested in getting Pips Pilot, is the bag. All right, I was rounding up. But anyways, let's round up now, yeah. So if anything,
exactly.
I will call you again for another meeting. So we are both fasting, so we need to go now, go break our fast. And thank you for your time, bro. And I will send you a message on Instagram on our next on other accounts that we need to plug on Pips Pilot, yeah. So you're my guy. Okay.
No problem.
Take care of yourself,
I'm
yeah.
available.
All right, bye.